And welcome back, everybody, to 2KCW. We're going to be kicking off this show this week with some women's action. We got the young Charlie Evans making her way down to the ring. Of course, we are still 2 weeks away from 2KCW Unfinished Business, where we will see a first blood match between Eric Anderson and the 2KCW heavyweight champion Leroy Punch Beef defend his title. A stipulation that hasn't been seen in mainstream wrestling in a very long time. But Charlie Evans is going to be taking on Paige Storm of the Suicide Blondes. Suicide Blondes are more or less the mean girls here in 2KCW. A package deal upon signing. If there was ever a women's tag team division in either 2KCW or in RCW, I'm sure they would be at the forefront of that division. And speaking of Eric Anderson, we will see him in our main event. Well, let's learn to walk before we can run with our women's match again to kick off the show. Paige Storm representing the Suicide Blondes, and here we go. Storm descending Charlie Evans across the ring into the Blondes' corner. Again, it's always a interesting situation when you got a manager on the outside, see if they're gonna play a role in the match, the outcome, if they're gonna play favors for their partner or they'll keep it clean and let the referee do their job. Sydney drop kick from Charlie Evans. Charlie Evans still learning a lot in the 2KCW Training Academy out of Syracuse. As we are coming to you live tonight from Utica. Of course, Unfinished Business will be in Ithaca, New York. Back over there from Evans. Head trainer Slick Wagner Brown does say that he sees a lot of potential in Charlie, and assistant coach Sean Carr would agree. Paige Storm from a Hurricane Runner on the top rope. Going into the cover. Dead center of the ring, and only a 2 count from Charlie Evans. Paige Storm from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Of course, North Carolina first in flight. Get comfortable up there on the top rope. Storm eating turnbuckle pad from Charlie Evans. And Storm with a step up enziguri counter from Evans. Kick right to the abdomen. And a spine buster from Charlie. Smart decision from Charlie's end to not be into the Blonde's corner. And hitting the super kick, or she calls it the super duper kick. And we're gonna see it right here. And a big bada boom. A super duper kick connects. And there's Cindy. Cindy Danger pulling the referee out from the pinfall, so he can't make the count. Collar and elbow tie, but the referee is still dealing with, I think the referee may have just ejected Cindy Danger from the match. Yes, Cindy is making her way to the back of the locker room, so we are going to get ourselves a one-on-one match here. The referee making a great call by ejecting Cindy. But is it going to cost Paige in the end? Famouser. Is it going to cost Cindy, or is it going to cost Paige at the end of the day? Charlie just barely able to get back up on her feet. Looks like possibly for a snapmare move. And a hair whip across the ring. Is Paige. She's trying to get momentum going. There's a drop kick. And another. And off the ropes with a cross body. Charlie able to counter it. Do a backbreaker. That'll put a stop to your momentum right quick. And now Charlie again. Looking to hit the super duper kick. Has to cross the gap, and she does. Close the distance. Into the cover on Paige Storm here. 3. Charlie Evans defeats one half of the Suicide Blondes. I don't want to be the one to say I told you so, that if Cindy hadn't pulled the referee and saved the match, that possibly Paige could have won the match, but I guess we'll never find out. We continue to look at the replay. There's a spine buster from Charlie. The standing famouser. Billy Gunn would be proud of that one. Charlie Evans picking up the victory in our opening contest. Well, coming up next, folks, we got ourselves the 2KCW Tag Team Champions, The Awakening, taking on Smooth as Silk in our next match. Here comes Smooth as Silk, Dynamite Curtis, and Isaac York. Not real fan favorites here in Utica. Is Smooth as Silk. Be a great position if they can knock off the tag team champions. Possibly even get a shot at the tag team titles. And here come the tag team champions, The Awakening. Akira Yamashita on your left, Jushin Sakamoto on your right, and then Akira. I'm sorry, that's Akira Yamashita in the middle, Akira Matsumoto on the left. Again, this trio inspired by the Power Rangers. A great influence for young children, that's for sure. Of course, The Awakening won the tag team titles at 2KCW-a-thon, defeating their opponents here tonight, actually. Smooth as Silk. Of course, you can watch that match back on our YouTube channel, as you can see the whole event in its entirety. And there we go, Matsumoto starting things off here against Dynamite Curtis. And Dynamite just teeing off. And a butterfly suplex from Matsumoto. Beautifully done there, Curtis. Into the corner. Looking for here, a little snake eyes. The Green Ranger and a power slam. Cover here, 1 count for Matsumoto. Akira managing her stablemates, the Awakening, the tag team champions. Tag made. Here comes Isaac York. And a double team offense we're going to see here. Double clothesline from Smooth as Silk. And Jushin reaching out, makes a tag. Sakamoto with the kitchen sinks. To Isaac York into the cover. And not even a 1 count. We didn't see a whole lot of Sakamoto in their first outing at 2KCW-a-thon. That was Akira Matsumoto that was carrying the match. Hopefully now we'll get to see more of what Jushin has to put on display for us. Sakamoto was swinging neck breaker. Curtis with a kick, looking for a pump kick, it looked like. Unable to hit it, half Milton suplex from Sakamoto. To the corner. Dynamite able to get the knees up. There's a monkey flip out of the corner for a man of his size. Dynamite can fly with the best of them. Running bulldog from Dynamite Curtis. Dynamite might be looking to put the match away here. Looking for the implosion. Implosion neck breaker. Cover here. And Jushin staying alive in this tag match. There's a knee lift from Sakamoto, and here comes Matsumoto. Dynamite looking to put Akira into Silk's corner. Able to break out of it, and isolation. Keeping the tag team partners isolated from the opposing corners. And Matsumoto, what's he looking to do here? A backbreaker to the ring apron. And Yamashita is staying far enough away from the competitors that it won't cause a disqualification or get herself ejected like we saw in our last match. With Cindy Danger getting herself ejected. Count of 5. This match has got to get back inside the ring here. Back kick. Count of 7. Are we going to get a count-out victory for the tag team champions? Dynamite's not moving. He's just starting to come to now, and referee had a count of 9, and we got ourselves a count-out victory for the tag team champions. Not a great performance. I'll just say it bluntly. Not a great performance in your first night as your return to the ring as the tag team champions. Here we go, the replays. Running bulldog from Curtis. As the Awakening are celebrating, albeit not what I would have expected from the tag team champions, but I guess as long as they're happy, we'll all be happy. We'll have to see what any kind of repercussions will be at Unfinished Business. Because one way or another, they're defending those tag titles. Ladies and gentlemen, cut up next, our main event, Eric Anderson in action. ladies and gentlemen, here's the first singles match debut for Reed Carter. Technical Wrestling standout. From Springfield, Illinois. Reed Carter impressed our talent scouts. Again, of technical wrestling background. Amateur champion. Competed for the NCAA heavyweight division. But now Reed's got to take on the #1 contender for the 2KCW Heavyweight Championship, Eric Anderson, the Norse Horse. Eric Anderson acknowledged in his Iron Man match at 2KCW-thon that he was bleeding. Eventually they had to stitch him up to prevent the bleeding so he's able to see. And he said that's a sign of a warrior, and Leroy were not wearing his wounds of battle, showing of cowardice. Now that I think about it, it's more or less of what your body is willing to put itself through to get the victory. But Reed Carter taking it to the #1 contender, Eric Anderson. Anderson with a jawbreaker, with a counter to a flying cross body. Kick, sweeping the leg, and right into a double Boston Crab from Reed Carter. No denying his ability and accolades as a amateur wrestler. There's Reed Carter, but he's taking on a Powerhouse, and I would estimate that Powerhouse outdoes technical skills. But what is power if you don't have the skills to back it up? But I'm just starting to contradict myself, to be perfectly honest with you. But what doesn't seem to be contradicting is that Reed Carter got eaten into the apron by Eric Anderson. Back inside the ring we go. Anderson in firm control of the match, at least for the moment. Strikes missing wildly from Eric Anderson. Left jab from Carter into the corner. Clothesline. That doesn't miss from Reed Carter. Into the cover here. Not even a 1 count from the Norse Horse. And Eric is also known as the Norse Horse because he has a degree in Norse mythology. Of course, it's something that a lot of Marvel fans would be familiar with. Anderson just trying to get momentum going here. Waistlock control into a takedown from Reed Carter. Anderson just going face first into the top turnbuckle pad. Collapsing to the mat. As Carter looking for something big. Clothesline from Eric Anderson. And now Anderson slam. Now Anderson climbing up to the top turnbuckle. We've seen this in his match against Leroy Punch Beef Anderson looking for the Valkyrie strike. Beautifully done into the cover. And Reed Carter getting the kick out. We don't see that very often. People kick out of the Valkyrie strike. Leaping leg drop. And Anderson sweeping the leg does Carter. Now Anderson with the rocket kick. I believe he calls that going nowhere. Only a 2 count from Eric Anderson. No, I don't believe that was going nowhere. Now this is what he's calling. Here's what it is, the going nowhere. Into a power bomb. So the #1 contender is Anderson going to be able to kick out here? No! Reed Carter picking up a win over the #1 contender. Well, that definitely solidifies that Reed is in the hunt for the heavyweight title. Oh man, now this is becoming a common theme here. Carter, no respect for Eric Anderson. We need to break him off of Anderson. Come on now. Absolutely ridiculous.